here we are back again with VR Chat. I am Alastor, your hotelier. Welcome back to the Moonshadow Mystery Channel. If this is your first bench with us, please be sure to look at the video description below so you can see our backlog of videos. Oh, my apologies. Feeling a little phlegmy. Why, thank you, my good sir. Oh. Oh dear, it appeared we experienced a lag. Well, if it isn't a doppelganger yet again, and quite the handsome one at that. Or rather, I should say lovely. Whatever you say. Not to be rude, just having a bit of lag. Audio is not always coming through as it should. My apologies. It appears I'm having a little bit of lag, so not everything is reaching my ear.
Same. You want me to kill him? No.
I think you'll find her even harder to dispose of than I.
How is that so?
Well, everyone knows that a lady's tenacity should not be underestimated. No, I'm afraid not. Not to be rude, of course. But then again, I know very little of this creature. I suppose they're experiencing the same difficulty as I. Quite a curious jump and lag here with everyone gathered. Must be the cacophony.
No, that gives me too much trauma. No, that gives me too much trauma. Try something else, lass.
Now I'm just starting to ponder if they're deliberately ignoring.
No, still gives me trauma. Try something else.
Who is... Oh. Well, that is most concerning. Not one but two angel dusts.
Wait, I got a perfect Alastor for this. Fuck this shit. I'm not doing pyro.
Dumbass.
Alright.
Hold on, let me stand up.
Alright.
Fuck me. No, no,
What is
no,
he?
oh,
Okay.
for fuck's sake. You know,
Holy
I
mackerel.
just, hold on.
I don't know about
Hold on,
you,
give me
but
a
I
bit
can
of
barely
patience.
comprehend what
Right,
this
so I
little
do the
creature
right
is
with it
saying.
now. Something feels a little bit fishy about this.
He's so tall!
Really?
Well, I would say I'm average, whilst this lovely and
You
charming
smell like
lady
piss.
is quite robust in her
Why is he
height.
bent over? Don't you moon me?
What are you talking about, you loader? You loader.
Yeah, I look like your father if he left too early.
My father's dead.
Every single creature has its purpose.
What kind of
He
shows
won't
is
be
going on?
alive.
Yes, with the
United
exception
States?
of Box, I
This
believe
guy's
that
seen
one just
stuff
exists to
enough.
torment us.
Jag begär syn och gloom, sör, get strange, so
No,
great.
don't joke around. That thing's also meant to be a failure.
Yes, but unfortunately I'd be afraid to try and consume him. I'm afraid there'd be more wires than
What
flesh.
the fuck?
What's going on over here?
Angel dust, what's the hell is wrong with you? What the
This is quite the comedic menagerie.
Also, I'm not a female. I'm a male. It's just that my chest is larger than the other.
Well, either way,
Where?
It is easily mistaken.
perhaps so. But either way, one must respect one's doppelganger.
Just
After all, love thyself.
Hold on, let me. Well, hold on, I'm trying to find the avatar. Hold on.
Whoa now.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the
Minute,
avatar.
Mr. Morgan. $3,000 for your
Mid-sentence.
I do dare say, though, that Angel Dust is a perfect example of why one should love oneself, lest they fall into the chasm of vice.
Dear me.
Yes, indeedy, it is quite the cacophony.
Wrong with you?
I honestly am sorry. I can barely comprehend you.
I'm getting freaked out.
Pray tell, why art thou getting freaked out?
I cannot understand this creature, therefore it is unpredictable in its movements.
Oh, so it's not just me having that issue. Thank goodness. I thought perhaps the idiom in the song was true and I truly were going insane.
I do not want to go.
Excuse me, partner. You owe us money. You owe it. Hey, hold on, I was trying to fix. Pay your debt.
That's not a problem.
I apologize, but this is just quite the menagerie. I simply cannot help but laugh.
I didn't know transformers have consciences.
What now?
Souls.
Well, I suppose technically if they're alive, they have a soul. Which again makes me wonder how Vox is here.
Indeed.
Chasing down candy.
I'm going to change outfits.
Well, don't do so on my account. Oh, So you were the one chasing around the feline version of me before. That was most amusing.
No.
No, perhaps it was just someone of
No.
a similar nature. It was quite amusing, especially as Nifty ran around in her chaotic self.
Meow, do it.
Shut the fuck up.
Do it. Do it. Be a furry. Meow neutral.
Well, I feared it was about time we ran into one another again.
Come on, legs,
Meow
meow.
neutral.
Come on, meow, bro. Fucking with my wings. Same here, buddy.
I'm naturally worried.
Oh, my apologies. I did not realize I had ran into you.
Yeah.
Although with all this chaos, I suppose it was unavoidable. Quite honestly, I'm surprised that the Pride Ring can sustain such chaos, even given what we're used to.
Oh well, pride powers it all.
Now, if only the extermination would occur during days like this, we would have put the angels up for their own money once, long ago.
Indeed.
Shame it took having to gather those of Cannibal Town to make a dent in their forces.
But then
Except for
again,
Susan.
it was nice feasting on that flesh.
Ah, yes. Though I don't believe I got to devour Adam. Something happened to that body before I could get to it.
Depends on it, basically.
Surprisingly same. I got a
Did everything suddenly go silent?
Not like that, no homo.
All I heard from that was Adam. Everything else was just gibberish.
exactly.
Yeah, that's the type of base we're talking
No,
about.
I did not used to Adam. What the devil does that even mean? And they say I'm insane.
Okay, this is making me angry.
You.
Yes, it is quite vexing in the most absurd of ways.
12:44. Oh god, a lot of skeleton. Forgive me.
I say that is quite the minute Charlie.
Oh there.
Such a minuscule maiden.
Talk about daughter I actually have.
Well, hello there, my dear. Such an adorable, precocious little tot. Well, that's quite alright. Well, I'd be surprised by getting ran over by that van, except for it's happened every single time I've come here.
Can you hear me now? Shut up. You, what did you say to me?
I said nothing to you.
Oh, there was you then. No, it was him.
And what am I being accused of saying, considering I was not speaking to anyone of any particular importance?
So you,
Is this that doxing thing that these young folk keep talking about? Because I haven't the foggiest as to what it is you are saying.
Someone's avatar is lagging me the fuck out. Who is it?
Who's doing it? It's you, probably. Most of the avatars are because of it. Oh, that's better.
Do you know the way?
Oh my god.
Do you know the way?
I have no idea what.
Oh, I do loathe myself for this, but Lucifer, help me. What the devil?
Do you know the way?
I'm just asking.
I do not know the way, but I
I
want to
don't know
know
the way of which it is that you speak, let
There's
alone what you are.
another way.
I'm just a little
That's
tiny
the way.
baby.
That's the way.
This, however, I am at least familiar with as a large cockroach. I feel as if I am a fish in unfamiliar waters at the moment.
By Christ's sake, what is this? It's purple.
Perhaps I'd best get away from the menagerie for my own mental state.
I just got hit by a
Do what now, my dear?
Fucking cold.
You I could hear even over all this cacophonous mayhem.
No. No, stop asking me.
Why is Alastor in a fucking Christmas costume?
Now, don't ask me why, but my doppelganger I could hear even over all the rest of this mayhem.
I speak to the most clearest. My voice the most proud.
Fair enough.
How do you know?
Well, it's because I'm the most powerful sinner. Yeah.
But he's the most powerless one.
Well, considering they are I and I are they, I'd say that it's the same.
I am the...
Though I would give them more credit given their technological comprehension of how to at least move themselves properly in this realm.
I'm ready.
Why all the way up there? I'm backing up.
Hit by a fucking cockroach.
Ah, Oscar, my good friend. Glad you could make it.
Fellow comrade.
Oh, terribly sorry. I did not notice you down there.
Still, little one. Don't
Yo,
you
step
worry.
on me.
Yes, I realize that, and I am terribly sorry about that. That was rather rude.
Take notes, don't stand in the middle of the road.
Well, yes, I suppose that is fair enough.
To beat the fuck out of Arthur Morgan.
By their feet.
What? Don't beat the shit out of me. I really survived tuberculosis. Well, I guess I
Well,
did.
I thought it was about
Is
time you
this
showed
New
up
Jersey?
again.
About time.
This is hail, partner.
About time when I ripped those shackles off your nose.
Said it's hail.
It feels like New Jersey.
Of course I said nothing, unless I was scared enough to fight a man who thinks they're stupid.
Excuse me, but which way is Blackwater?
Down the street left. You'll find it there.
Hang a right.
Speaking of
I fear if you're not careful,
what's scary,
I fear if you're not careful, you'll be biting off far more than you chew.
Ah, you're ugly.
and that's why I wish I didn't have your face.
Yes, this
Well, he's not a
Cthulhu-esque
face, actually, he is
appearance.
a face.
Cousins. Anyways. Yeah, good job, Hutz. You stole his wallet. Anyways. Where is my wallet?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. What I'm about to do is turn myself into a total soul.
Ow. I don't need to. Jokes on them. I don't even own one. I don't even have to pay for a single thing.
Have to pay for your rent. I will basic
Something I shouldn't have seen.
I'm going to
There is so much randomness going about that it's quite difficult to follow any one circumstance. seems to make perfect sense.
My dear.
My apologies, but for those two individuals to become injury attorneys is just quite the chuckle.
Whoa.
Look at the voice.
Take a glass of water and relax.
Ah, yes. Oh, I do prefer bourbon.
I'm a red wine kind of person.
Ah, yes, I tend to prefer to avoid the sweet things myself, with the exception of beignets.
So put your head up
Is
for a
it
minute.
just
Also, put your head up for a minute.
what was that?
I have I have no earthly idea as to what it is you are trying to do. Well, my minuscule little dear, that is far harder to do than one would expect. Oh, my sincerest apologies. Well, that's rather loud.
So I will say now, I still have the chance. I will say, I'm sorry for breaking your staff.
Well, I appreciate that. And well, I would say I'm sorry that Nifty stabbed you, but that'd be a lie.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Now, one may speak ill of me if they wish, but leave my mother out of this. Alright, that is getting obscenely loud.
My bad. Hold on. My bad. What? If I stop paying attention, hold still. Hold still.
Well, there goes Lucifer bouncing around like an imbecile.
No more.
There's so many trying to speak at once, I can't follow edgewise. I do believe that is not the Doom guy, as you might suspect.
That is the
Yes, I had thought so. You and I know enough about modern media to tell the difference. Although now I'm concerned as to how they're drinking in that helmet.
Play any video game
I can't tell if I'm
except Halo for
impressed or
some reason.
disturbed.
If you want to know my age, just look at my bio. That's how I said.
Something is well now. I was feeling quite anxious for some seafood. As long as you leave the eel sauce out of it, it should be quite tasty. That's what we're missing. A good old-fashioned knowledge out. There's so many speaking, I can't know who's actually speaking to me and who's speaking to others. Well, I appreciate that, but I can't really move my hand in any capacity to do it. It feels like to be one of those, what is it, Super Bowl winners? They douse the coach in whatever libations they have on hand.
That's only the winner's dream. The losers get to cry in the corner.
Cows can even give milk.
Well, that's fine.
Let's ready
Although
to
I'd
get
feel
this
far
person.
better if the losers got put in the smoker.
Where did your milk come from?
Like a smoking hot oven until they got cooked to death and then done at the place alive to celebrate.
I got it from the milk.
Well, yes, although it's mostly just to cure the flesh, not enough to cook the meat.
Right behind you.
If the blood's gone, what's there to enjoy?
I got it from the veil's hat.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here!
Alright, seriously, quite the cacophony. While I appreciate, and sincerely appreciate, all the interesting things occurring around me, it is so difficult to follow any one given thing because it's all occurring at once.
I like
Perhaps I'll take a reprieve in the hotel for my own sake. Yes, my dear.
Hey, Roger, want some milk?
Idiot! Or badness?
you there. Do you think I went in a fight against you, brother?
Idiot! Idiot! Or badness?
Let me see what I got.
Let's have a think here.
Permit me to join you, my dear. My young lad, if we desire hurt anyone here, we would have done so already. No, I don't think so. Thankfully, I don't particularly take well to threats. Yes. Between Lilith and Rue, we're kind of bound, aren't we? Oh, yes, that's right. I don't wish to get in trouble with Vivsy for spoiling season 2.
I want you to beat somebody. I want you to beat somebody.
Oh, we're very well acquainted already. In regards to Monsieur Death, we're quite familiar.
Ow!
Yes, I believe that would be for the best. I suspect there's a tiny individual trying to speak to me, but I can't hear them. Well, they can always join in the hotel. Because there's so much commotion going on out here, I can hardly hear myself think. Wait a moment. MM XXX. Oh dear Lord, don't tell me it's Mimsy's car.
Oh fuck. I'm trying to get inside.
Ah. Well, at least the renovations are coming along swimmingly.
I'm gonna confiscate that from you if you can hold still.
Well, I suppose the cacophony has followed suit. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. But I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Ow! Whoever will force this guy.
I have no clue as to what it is you said.
Alastor, sorry, my friend. I had to leave for just one moment.
Oh, that's quite all right, my dear. Quite all right indeed.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Thanks for that money. Anyways, goodbye.
well, I realize we're in hell, but bless you anyway.
We're really close.
So we have Optimus Prime.
Ow, ow. We're in hell, right?
Yes, that'd be correct.
Then what is that up there?
That would be heaven.
Look up there.
That'd be good.
Yes, that would be heaven up there.
And then what is that? What is that big thing?
Well, the white one with the halo is heaven, and the other one is just an imminent reminder of our eternal damnation.
Or known as the pentagram.
Well, I'm gonna go somewhere else because honestly,
From Raleigh to Blitz and now to Luna, quite the diverse appearances.
Yeah, you have a nice day.
Johnny be good. Why don't you tell me what
no problem going for him.
Put your hand in my mouth.
you'll be
Put
all
your
there?
mouth, please.
Gracious.
Alright, here we
What a massive eel.
Put your hand in my mouth.
You talk in my ear.
Get out of here!
Well, I'm fairly certain they would get indigestion. Creole is quite well seasoned.
Speaking of indigestion, I have just contracted some.
I'm calling this.
My stomach is quite in pain.
Oh, I pray you didn't try to devour Fizzarolli. You know clowns taste funny.
Yo,
Well,
what's
I
going
do
on?
wonder what their noses taste like, you know, since they squeak and all.
I don't know, but they're a little chewy.
Where are we in? Whoever's trying to bite me.
Such a massive avatar. That's honestly amazing. It doesn't cause crashes left and right for all other residents around.
What the?
Thank God.
Walk into.
Oh, an eel. Oh, damn eel just trying.
Crumbs. Oh no.
Alright, where's it?
No, I don't want to be eaten by that big ass eel.
If we're doing this like this. Alright, eel boy.
Let's go above the sky.
Me.
No, it is not Christmas. It is not Christmas. But would you like a gift?
Well, I would quite be delighted, but I'm remiss that I don't have one to present to you.
Let's go home, children.
Indeed.
It's okay. It's okay. I have one for you.
If not for the fact I can't move my arms, I would be more than happy to gift you some jambalaya. I just so happen to have some on hand.
Alright, I'll say your real name.
It's okay. I have something for you. You know what it is? What is it? This.
What is it?
There's a die.
This is quite monotonous, is it not?
Quite a madness indeed.
What is it that Miss Charlie is always saying? Just another happy day in hell?
Happy is an overstatement.
Yes, it's quite oversold.
No, I'm gonna kill you. Don't even think about it, you eel.
It's only a happy day in hell once the soul starts screaming.
Now don't threaten me with a good time.
Someone for the last time. Massachusetts, don't you gotta get
I forgot.
It's Alastor, but yes.
So when is it that we beat you?
I'm sure there's been a great many, even amongst the overlords, who have made such bold claims.
What about Starstream? Can he beat you?
His name is Goku.
Dumbass beat your dumbass? I say yes.
And he has the powers of a god.
Goku figure.
Hmm. I would answer this, but even I'm well enough aware of the modern social medias to recall how that whole Superman versus Goku debate went, and it was quite the debacle. So let's not drum up that fan base.
Oh. I truly do.
If for no other reason than to avoid the headaches.
I only have one
The only person that can take me down is, well, me!
I'm inclined to agree. Though that hasn't stopped a great many overlord and pseudo-overlords from trying. Ah, yes, yes, I do. I speak Alastor, the radio demon, 66.6 RD.
Ew. Okay. Hey, how about to the wolf? How about this? How about to the wolf? How about to the wolf? Can I buy your leg, please? Can I buy your leg?
You are quite the broken metal contraption.
Ow! I'm out of here.
Talk about not
Ah, yes, quite the fashion statement.
I can put them in your eye.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you could if you were so inclined. Hmm. The only fear I had went away when my poor dear mother passed, I'm afraid. And yes, true, I was mauled by canines before I was shot through the cranium. But compared to the loss of my dear mother, you are quite nothing.
So sad that you ended up being a deer. We just pray for wolves.
Yes, unfortunately for you, it weren't wolves that tore me asunder, were it?
Will this deer fight back?
I have an idea. Take your first person up into above the sky. Drop them.
Me and my shadow walking down the avenue.
Wow, I have never seen myself without an opinion.
Well, I've encountered this particular one before. So you say. But I found that I am one of the very few, aside from my darling doppelganger here, who doesn't rely on technological marvels to create this voice.
I am naturally natural. Oh, my accent.
As are mine. That said, the feline version of us sticking their bottom in my face is the most cat-like thing I have seen in here yet. Yes, yes. Good radio cat. Now go find Vox so you can bury them in the litter box.
What's the matter? Lies flashing before your eyes?
You're saying that as if I have more than
Way too
one.
large to be flat.
In my life already flashed before my eyes 93 years ago.
I'll get you away from
Well, excuse me, but I'm over 10,000 years old, okay? So you're literally a kid.
And I am already dead.
I'm literally death.
And I am already dead. Death in the hell doesn't really mean the same as it does on the mortal realm.
Hell by me.
Quite frankly, because my father was quite the incorrigible dick. You realize this is a rated 18 and up sim. You are in the wrong place.
We can do
I don't know why, but that gets such an annoyance.
Come on, follow me, keep going here.
Danger.
I could say just the same about you, Alastor.
Now, in regards to your inquiry about my father, them being in hell is no one's surprise.
You might break the scale.
Horns out.
Everyone knows my father was quite the incorrigible
By the
bastard.
way, Stella, I have some news for you.
Oh, the same with mine. My dad was an arse as well.
You might like this.
Was? Last I was aware yours was still living.
Well,
I don't think he's
it's
alive.
nothing bad, don't worry.
I think.
Well,
The only regret I have from being alive is not finding and devouring my father myself.
Douglas, shut up.
That would be quite delicious.
Yes, they say revenge is a dish best served cold. I beg to differ. It's best served raw,
Blitz.
with fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Blitz.
Oh my god. Hey,
So,
watch where you're fucking driving, you
obviously they
Hey,
broke
do you know
up
what's behind my body?
because Blitz was
Last I was aware, it was a corpse. Unfortunately, I didn't put it there.
so kissed another him.
You said?
Are you using that corpse, or can I just start devouring it now?
Well, I'm afraid by now it'd likely be nothing but bones, although it would make quite a lovely broth.
Where is he?
My doctor did say I needed more iron in my diet.
Very true. And they do say that the marrow is the tastiest part.
Give my mouth. Give my mouth, please.
It's a shame that you are one of the only ones here who seems to comprehend the sheer joys of cannibal cooking. Pity Jeffrey Dahmer isn't around.
Oh my god, is that Freddy Fazbear?
Stars, I
Make
thought
me
you
hear
know
that song.
Hey, Mr. Lizard, I'm your fuck plush.
I'm fairly certain I have witnessed a car go by whose vanity plate read Mimsy. And unfortunately, I believe it just parked in front of the hotel. Though I do typically enjoy Mimsy and her antics, she has just rubbed me the wrong way of late.
You want to hear my song? Freddy Fazbear, oi oi oi. Freddy Fazbear, oi.
Do you remember that time that we took Rosie for her driving test?
Oh, yes. Well, no one should ever criticize her.
Absolutely horrible. We had
Yes,
such a feast afterwards, though.
it certainly was quite the disaster.
Yo, this is how you raise a
But
girl.
we don't tell her that. Heaven forbid she prevent us from attending the next party with her
This is how
finger
you raise a girl.
foods.
Guess what?
This is how you raise a girl.
Say what now?
This is how you raise a girl.
I guess
Pray tell, what is it that this one is saying such nonsense?
Look on art with beer.
I could shoot it.
We just sit there until he actually starts speaking pure English.
Honestly, that would be for the best. I believe I'm familiar with that lanky one's appearance. I believe I have the same one.
Italians, don't mind me passing by.
Not wearing, of course, but I do believe I have it.
$4 beer. Nice.
Oh, hell, beer.
And perhaps it's not quite exactly the same, but it does bear a striking resemblance.
Oh, that's the one I am. I just realized that. Big eye look. This one. Big Alastor! Fuck me! I'm gonna be calm Henderson.
Oh,
Fuck me with you, big ol'! Big ol' talking to him.
I don't like this
Oh, this
one.
skin looks ugly.
Which one to whom? Oh, the one you're wearing.
Fuck me.
What is it they call it this day and age? An edgelord, is it?
What the hell? Fuck me!
I believe this was my goth phase.
Fuck me!
Yes, very, what's the name? Chris Angel-esque?
I'm gonna be
Kill it now. Kill it now while we still have the chance.
No, I'm killing it.
Miss Charlie, welcome back. Yes, I'm afraid it's quite the cacophony.
I got you guys the world robot.
No, that's it.
Ain't gonna be that easy.
Nice Freeman.
Yes, I don't believe we expected even this much roustabouting in front of the hotel.
I wasn't expecting any success from this hotel.
Well, true, but I certainly was not anticipating this sort of cacophony.
And a Zen crystal sample, so I could just push it in and just cause resonance.
While yes, true, I welcome and even anticipate chaos, this is a little more than even I expected. Well, I could.
They're all like 8-bit. You look like 8-bit. They're all glitchy.
Well, the one I'm wearing shouldn't be. Where'd she go?
Good evening.
But my appearance shouldn't be glitchy. I just changed back to the one I had prior. I hope there's not some sort of issue.
Alastor,
Yes.
some mean people made my dad leave.
Do what?
Gone. I think I'm depressed now.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that.
Shut up, you faggot.
Ow!
My, one at a time. There's only so many ways I can respond.
Do you know what I just said?
No, I'm afraid I don't, because everyone was trying to speak simultaneously. But yes, I'm terribly sorry if you're feeling depressed, my dear. I'm truly remiss about that.
Grill Alastor, grill Alastor.
I've been depressed. Oh, god damn it, what am I doing?
What? Is there something wrong with my appearance?
Not at all. It's just this one making their commentary, notating the differences. Nothing wrong with your attire at all.
No, I'm putting it in his eyes. This is eye drops. Just imagine it being eye drops. Look up now. Look up now. Look up now. Come on now.
But
You need to make your eyes the best normal.
who the devil is actually here? I can't see anything.
Bro, you're like 7 and you're wearing a bro. Oh my god.
Oh my
Have
god.
you heard this fucker's voice?
You're like 20 and you're wearing a Stella uniform, so you want to be fat.
Uniform.
This one reminds me quite a bit of the one who actually was voicing Miss Charlie in our project. Oh, my apologies. I suppose we weren't even talking about that. You just reminded me so heavily of the young actress we had hired to play Charlie in our fan redub project that I just could not help but make the comparison.
What?
Quite funny.
I didn't hear a single thing you just said.
Yes.
Because you don't have a fucking...
The redub project that I, along with our director, Violet Howard, did for the Has-Been Hotel pilot. We had an actress who sounds quite a bit like this one voicing Miss Charlie.
Did you do you have any free positions?
Well, unfortunately, that project has concluded, and sadly, while we were in the midst of recording the entire series, our director had to cancel the project. Sadly, she had a bout of mental health and did not feel she could continue forward.
Can you fucking stop?
Such a shame.
It truly is, but you can find the project rather easily on the YouTubes.
That's why I have your ass. Every time I see you, I think you're a different...
Yes, it's the Has-Been Hotel pilot redub by Miss Violet Howard. We completed it here a few months ago, in fact.
And I need water.
Problem solved.
Can you fuck off?
Can you fuck off? Nobody cares about your British accent.
Now, there's no reason for such uncouth behavior.
I've never noticed this from Charlie before, but if we're getting more sparks like this, then I'll get more excited.
Yes, I must admit, I would very much like to see this level of candor with her in the future.
Right here.
Ow!
You trying to pull out a block or something?
Ow! Which owl are you referring to here?
Yes, there's so many of us, it's difficult to tell who's being referred to.
Down force. I'm force forever. I can't move. I can't move. I can't move.
Well, that's quite charming indeed.
No, I'm British. I'm British.
My dear Daenerys, would you be ever so remiss if I were to send you a request?
Wow.
You sound British than I know. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say you sound more normal
I
than
dare
everything.
you to
Alistair, who looks like someone. Oh yeah, by the way, someone's helping you.
One who tickles.
By the way,
My apologies, I did try to request it verbally first.
Alistair. The girl there, she's trying to
Well, quite uncharacteristic of Miss Baggy, but given the realm we're in, I suppose it can't be helped. That said, as much as I hate to say, I'm afraid I must bid you all a fond adieu, as there are unfortunately things I must attend. But this has been quite the pleasure. I have greatly enjoyed all of your company.
Indubitably.
I could say just about the
I'll see
same
you
Alastor.
soon.
Indeed. I look forward
See
to
you
our
shortly.
next engagement, my dear. See you all soon.